Poppin' peeps, T-Money up in the house on this Tuesday afternoon. Got my homeboy with me. Where you at, Levi? Where you at? I'm trying to get a good headshot. Oh, I can't do it though. Stay still, Levi. He's right in front of the camera. Alright. He's real squirrely today, folks, so I'm going to be reeling him in quite a bit during this video. So I'm sorry if it gets annoying. So I've got a stack of some goodies. I wanted to show you some stuff I got from FYE, Amazon. Hopefully you can't see that. So I actually got some goodies from FYE this time around. Some rare DVD finds. So just trying to organize stuff by like coolness first. So yeah, I got a stack of DVDs I'll go into, and then I have a small stack of Blu-rays as well. I'm just going to kind of mix everything together, and I'll tell you what I got as I go along. Come on, buddy. I need you to just kind of stay chill for a minute, Levi. He's so chill. See, I could just kiss him. Alright, so first up, I got a film called Killer Holiday. I had never heard of this. I'm a sucker for killer clown films, though. So, I definitely wanted to check this out. And, it says, what starts as a fun-loving, heavy partying spring break road trip through the California desert quickly takes a turn for the worse when 8 friends travel far from civilization along old Route 66. With a killer in pursuit, the group is lured to an abandoned amusement park with a mysterious past where a startling motive is revealed, and the struggle to survive becomes more than just a carnival game. So that is Killer Holiday. Such grainy picture quality. I hate that. I don't know why, but my apologies as always. So yeah, if you guys have seen that, drop a line in the box, because I'm curious to know how it is, and I'm probably not going to get to it for a while. But next up, I finally picked this up. I had never seen this movie, and I've heard, mixed reviews, mixed things about it, and but I was curious. I like Daniel Harris. Bill Moseley's in it, obviously, and it's Blood Night, The Legend of Mary Hatchet. And I watched it the other night, and I thought it was okay. It's a mediocre slasher. It definitely wasn't anything great, but it wasn't terrible. I didn't think. I didn't like the ending, really, but come on, get out of my shirt. But yeah, it was okay. So that's The Legend of Mary Hatchet. Next up is a zombie flick by the name of Zombie World. I remember, I think like a year ago or so, Tom the Horseball had mentioned this film, I think, in one of his updates, and claimed it was, or he kind of liked it. So I had been wanting to pick it up, but I never did. And yeah, I finally got around to it. Zombie World. It looks cool. Like on the back of it, it looks gory, and the special effects look good. And there's a quote from Fangoria saying, "A barrel bomb collection of high concept, ultra violent awesomeness." So, and it's a Dread Central. It's presented by Dread Central. So, sounds kind of cool. I love zombie films. So that is Zombie World. Next up is a film I have never heard of before. Final Examination. Not Final Exam. Final Examination. This was from 2002. It says, a secluded tropical hideaway becomes a serial killer's site for revenge when 4 beautiful girls arrive for their 5-year college reunion of sorority sisters and succumb to gruesome murders one by one. Now it's up to 2 local police detectives to track down the killer before the next victim is killed, and they must figure out what dark secret ties the victims together. So that is Final Examination. I picked it up because it was dirt cheap, and I'm a sucker for slashers, so I'm sure it's pretty bad. It doesn't even have any quotes from anyone on it, so yeah, I don't know. Again, if you guys have heard of that one, let me know. The next film, I think it was Matt, you and your horror movies, who had talked about this next film, and I think maybe his top 10 killer animals update. I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else from the 22 Shots group, but this is a film about a killer tiger in a house, burning bright. And I've never seen it before, but it sounds kind of good. It's got a nice quote from Brad Miska from Bloody Disgusting. He says, "Incredibly tense and suspenseful sequences that had me gasping for air." And so yeah, it's basically just about a girl who is, let's see, it's about a savage tiger that slips inside a girl's house during a hurricane. Now trapped inside their boarded-up home, Kelly and Tom must fight for their lives against the deadly man-eater who smells their fear and wants their flesh. So, I don't know, it's kind of unique. I don't really like the concept of this film, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, I don't know. I think Matt said he liked it, so we'll see. So next up is a film I used to watch when I was a kid all the time with my dad. I remember eating like these like sugar-coated bottled fruit snacks. My parents like really let me eat junk food when I was a kid, so it was a super treat. And I have a vivid memory of watching this movie, like being homesick from school and eating those fruit snacks and watching this in my parents' bed when I was a little kid, home from school. And this is Invaders from Mars, and this is classic. And I actually scored this for $5.99 used. The next 2 films actually I scored for, they were $5.99 each. And FYE is having a buy one get the other one for 50% off sale. So the second film I got here for $2.50 or $3. But I love this movie. As a kid. I just, it's about like an alien spaceship that comes crashing down in like this sand pit behind this family's house, and this one by one the neighbors and everybody starts disappearing, and then they come back all weird, and they're basically the aliens are like, oh, I don't know. It says, "This is it, the original 20th century landmark science fiction thriller." It's been a long time since I've seen this. A young boy is awakened during a storm to witness a flying saucer land in the field behind his home. No one will believe his story, as one by one the townspeople are captured and put under the control of sinister forces from the planet Mars. Brilliantly created by visionary set designer and director William Cameron Menzies, with a haunting musical score by Raoul Kraussner, surreal imagery brought to a terrifying life in a Cinecolor world just beyond our nightmares. I could have sworn this film was in black and white. It is from, let's see, is there a year, 1953, but it says it's not in color, so I could have sworn I remembered it just being in black and white. But pretty cool artwork there too, and it turns out that movie, the movie Invaders from Mars, is actually going for, I think, like $15 or something. Not much, but definitely worth $5. Childhood memories, priceless. So next up is a Val Lewton horror double feature, and this is the other one. This is the one I got for $3 of Cat People and the Curse of the Cat People. This is another film that's going for like $30 used, totally out of print on Amazon. And I guess this is the original Cat People. I have the original, or the remake that Scream Factory released on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's good score, man, for $3. This film's been out of print for a while, I guess, and it's going for a few bucks on Amazon, so it's always nice to snag that up. And next up is another film that I believe Matt, you and your horror movies, had mentioned in one of his updates, The Boneyard. Haven't seen this movie yet, but it sounded pretty interesting and fun, so I wanted to grab it. I got it for $10 on Amazon, so I'm excited to check this out. This is an old DVD. I actually popped this in last night, and And the menu is just hilarious. It's so old school, the DVD menu on this thing. It's from Zaya Home Entertainment. Totally never heard of that. But yeah, that's the Boneyard. And so last up for the DVDs was a score and a half. Well, not really. I paid a lot of money for this, to be honest. I paid like 25 bucks, 30 bucks for this shipped. I was actually watching one of Cool Duder's videos on his rare DVD collection, and he was just going through mentioning all of his rare and expensive out-of-print DVDs that he got good deals on. And this is one from Vinegar Syndrome that he had mentioned, and I specifically bought this for Savage Water. He had raved about the film, and it just sounded like one of those outdoor kind of like, river water themed slashers. So that's right up my alley. I love outdoor slashers, wilderness slashers as they've been termed. So yeah, I paid a lot of money, chalked it up, but because I really wanted that double feature film, so I had to grab it. And the other film that's on here is Death by Invitation. I haven't seen that one either, but this was actually still sealed too. It was marked as in very good or like new condition. Either like new or very good, but it's sealed, so I haven't opened it yet, but definitely psyched to have this. So sure as hell paid a lot for it, so I hope it's good. I'm sure I'll enjoy it though. Alright, so on to the Blu-rays now. I guess we'll start with an FYE pickup. This is John Dies at the End. I could have sworn I had this on DVD. I've never seen this film before, but I could have sworn I had it in my collection, but I can't find it anywhere as of right now. I didn't look through everything though, so I still might. But this was $6, brand new. Well, it was used, but like new. So yeah, nice to have that on Blu-ray. That's John Dies at the End. Let's see. So I picked up Paranormal Activity, the first one. I know, shitty film, but actually I kind of like it, to be honest. I don't think it's shitty. I don't think it's amazing, but I could have sworn I had this one as well, but I don't, and I didn't. I only had the third one. I like the third one the best, but this is probably my second favorite. I've only seen the first three, the second one being my least favorite, so I figured what the hell, I'll scoop it up. It was only like $3, like new condition at FYE, so yeah, that's Paranormal Activity. And, alright, so the next two films are the newest releases from Code Red. The Police Connection and Weekend Murders. I know Moods had said that this movie sucks. This is an upgrade for me because I do have the DVD, and so I picked up the Blu-ray, whatever, you know. Pretty much collecting Code Red at this point. So, yeah, I can't really comment on the transfer or anything. Doesn't look like. There's a commentary on here with star Peter Baldwin and an interview with Peter Baldwin as well. And then it's a brand new 2015 HD master. So, yeah, I wanted to grab it. And The Police Connection, I believe, is the film that Bill is losing the rights to in June of 2016. June or July of this year. So this will be out of print. I think there were only 1,000 copies made, and there will not be any more. And so I wanted to grab this just in case it does go out of print. Knowing Code Red, it probably won't. He'll just say it does, or say it is. But yeah, I'm a sucker for him, so scooped it up. I don't really know anything about this film, but yeah. I'm assuming it's some sort of like action exploitation cop type film. It stars Vince Edwards, Chuck Connors, and Neville Brand. So I like Neville Brand. So cool. Happy to have it. Alrighty. So on to this week's new releases. I picked up Krampus. Excited to see this movie. I've never seen it before, and you know, I heard mixed reviews on it, but I'm definitely trying to watch this. So yeah, it took a while, it seems like, for this movie to finally come out, but I got it. So, anyways, nobody has. I offered Star Wars and some other UV code, and nobody even asked me for them. So, I'm just gonna give this away on screen here. This is the code for Krampus. first come, first serve there for whoever wants it. And yeah, so I'm gonna rip that up now and pretend that somebody's gonna take it because I don't want it, so I don't need it. Alright, so second to last here is the newest collector's edition from Scream Factory, Death Becomes Her. Stoked to have this. I love this movie. This was a movie for years. I forgot. I remembered watching it as a kid, and for years I tried to remember. I was trying to remember what this movie was called because I had remembered like a scene at the end where they're on these steps and like their heads are rolling down the steps and they're rotting and falling apart basically, and that's like pretty much it. And I knew Goldie Hawn was in it, but I totally forgot that Meryl Streep and Bruce Willis were in it, like just their characters. I remember the characters, but not who played them. So this movie was a riot as a kid, and I'd actually picked the DVD up like 2 years ago when I finally figured out what it was called and what the movie was, but I actually never did get around to watching it. So now that it is a collector's edition on Blu-ray, I'll definitely give it a watch for sure. This is kind of a weak collector's edition, to be honest. There's the only thing that's included for special features really is a new and old making of Death Becomes Her, featuring interviews with Robert Zemeckis, writer David Cope, and director of photography Dean Cundy, and the production designer and special effects artists, and a vintage making of featurette. So unfortunately there's no interviews with any of the stars. That would have been nice to see, you know, some of these top celebrities or whatever. I mean, it's an all-star cast for sure. Discuss it, but there's nothing. Go figure. There's nothing from any of them on there, but that would have made it a little nicer. Because really, it's pretty bare bones release, all things considered, for a collector's edition. But it does have a slip. And so last up is the second new release from Scream Factory. This came out today as well. Never seen this movie before. These are both Universal Pictures, by the way, so I guess Scream Factory is releasing some Universal stuff now. Or maybe they have been all along, I don't remember. There's the one company that they always... MGM, which is, I think, a division, I don't know. But anyway, so, yeah, I've never seen this movie before, Killer Snake film, so I'm psyched to check it out. I felt like this would be... That's what I should have done, is the last film on here is a film by the name of... I can't get him to stay in front of the freaking camera, man. I wish he would. There he is. There he is. Attaboy, Levi. You just won't let us get a good view of you. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I've been on a Killer Snake kick lately. With Venom, I'm getting that on Blu-ray when it comes out. I pre-ordered it. I just ordered a bunch of stuff too from a couple of things from Umbrella. I'm excited to get that, my favorite remake of all time, Night of the Living Dead 90, on Blu-ray from them. And then I've got Zero Boys coming tomorrow, and a few other things, the 9th configuration. I don't know, I got a bunch of stuff coming within the next 2 weeks, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for more updates from me, as always. So, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you have a good night, alright? Peace. Peace out, y'all.